really comforting. Like, the way you respond to things. I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you too. It's not like you're not capable of the same. You know how much you can talk me round from feeling the need to be defensive, protective. I feel really fucking tired. Me too. I've noticed as well, whenever we spend any time doing anything that's like focused on us, I get so much of the time urgency. How do I get the sunlight? And so much of the like fear of abandonment gets triggered so badly. Like, I feel like there's no way Ryan could not be mad at us, even though I know he's not mad at us. And I even said this to him. I was like, I know you're not mad at me. He's like, why would I be mad at you? And I was like, because I'm spending time doing stuff for us, duh. He's just like, what do you think I'm doing? And I was like, yeah, but that's different. Like, no, okay. See, PTSD is a bitch. I guess I just like do the reassurance. Until this feels different. Until this feels like this could be okay. What if it was okay that we're just doing stuff that focuses on us right now? What if nobody was mad at us for it? What if it's okay to be prioritizing us? What if it doesn't make it look or feel like we care about the people around us any less? What if they don't take it like that because they understand that we love them very much? I wonder if it's like partially because, like, if there were parts of us that learned we had to self-abandon and that we weren't safe to be around other people, if there's parts of us that withdraw when other people are around or observing us, then those parts must front when we're alone. What if those parts of us basically usually only come to the front when we're on our own? And then what if it feels like that's all I ever do? Because I'm registering now that I have like a bit more of a consistency, continuity, that's the word you used, that I was like, oh yeah, that I feel like there's more of a continuity about who I am right now, and like I recognize that I, standing in here doing stuff that prioritizes us, spending time with us, I'm the same person that also spends time with our boyfriend and friends and the people we care about, and the same person that does things that prioritize them sometimes. But that feels very new for a lot of parts of me, and I wonder if like some parts of us have been so used to only fronting when we're alone, then maybe like when that part comes to the front, all I remember are all the times we've been alone, and it looks like that's all I ever do, and like I never do anything for other people, spend any time with other people, because that's the only set of memories that part of me has. And then maybe this is why I'm starting to be able to like be like, maybe this is okay, because maybe I can see a balance of things I've actually done, because I'm starting to like between those gaps of like It feels like snippets, like if you were editing a YouTube video, there'd just be like trims there, but just blank space between. And the more I integrate between parts of me, the more that blank space is filled in with other snippets here, there, and everywhere from other parts' memories. And it's starting to build like a really elaborate and multifaceted timeline of our behavior. And yeah, the continuity of that all being me, still filling in, so it's not like it's completed or anything, but I'm starting to be able to be like, maybe it's okay that sometimes we do stuff that prioritizes us, because maybe that's not all I'm doing all the time. And maybe this is why I thought it was.
I wonder how many different things that applies to in what I see myself as in different parts.
Me too, now.
I wonder what other people see of us. Because I'm guessing that they see the whole timeline and we don't.
I don't even see like the whole timeline in me yet. I thought that I had like, I was like, oh yeah, I totally got like no amnesia between me and you anymore. And then I found like notes in the journal and notes written and like vlogs, and I'm like, So like we can be co-conscious and we can co-front, and I can experience things you're experiencing, and I can have those memories retained. But apparently that does not mean that I have like all memories retained for what you're doing all the time, because I still have like total blackout amnesia for if I haven't been conscious while you're doing something. I don't naturally get those memories. Sometimes I feel like, do you always share when I'm like, oh, I don't remember doing this, and I'll ask Ryan or something, I'll be like, did Vince do this? And he could be like, yeah. And then sometimes I remember it.
No, I'm actively.
You are actively sharing, yeah. Because I was going to say, I'm not sure that happens when you're asleep.
No, I hear you say it and I pass you the memory.
Shit. That's really cool. And also, that kind of means that then I still need you to share memories with me, or I need to be co-con with you when it's happening, to know it's happened. And if you're awake and I'm not, and you don't share it with me, I just have no fucking idea of anything you've done or said. And that's like, it's a little bit surprising to me, I'm not gonna lie.
Is that a host brain?
Is it not surprising to you?
It's about as surprising to me that I don't have your memories from when I'm not around at the same time as you as that I don't have memories of what Ryan did.
Shit, no then.
I don't have host brain shit to deal with. All said, I think that's harder.
Man. I was always thought being profoundly primary trauma holder and persecutor in all parts of you, almost all parts of you, is harder. So maybe it's just like a
Grass is always darker.
yeah, yeah. Maybe it's just that.
Not equating us to this, but like you can tell how you can tell some people about trauma, and their responses are, "You must be so strong. I could never deal with that." And it's like, chances are, to survive, your brain would have done the same thing to adapt.
Yeah,
But it looks unimaginable if you haven't experienced it.
yeah. I think possibly so. That's wild to me. You know what's cool though is like, I don't get hit by denial very often anymore. Like, we're having this whole conversation and I'm fine. I am so aware of you as a separate person to me. Like, I could feel you stood next to me the same way I could if Ryan or somebody else was in the room. Your vibe, your stature, your movements, your emotions, like the halo of them. I am so aware of you being so tangibly there as a completely separate person, and it's not making me go into denial and like pushing us apart, making it impossible to hear you, or making me feel like I've got to be faking. It's like I have the odd moment here and there, especially when we interact with like really fucked up trauma. But it doesn't hit me the same way. Like it doesn't last for days. It's not like a state that I have to pull myself out of. It's more like a flickering impact. It's that's really cool. Really loving that. Hits me more for me actually. Like I get hit by denial much more about my own trauma memories with this integration and fusion between these parts of me now than I do for like trying to interact with you or anyone else in the system. Okay. Yeah. Let's go outside. Take the dogs out. Get them some nice sweet sweet grass time. I think I've absolutely like absorbed as much sunlight as I can get. I can't really feel it anymore. Placebo sun.